made it this far, your body is asking for a different way. Let me show you inside the platform so that we can talk through exactly what we do and what you get. So, this is what the platform looks like. There is a step-by-step curriculum that takes you through all of those components I mentioned: the nervous system, the gut healing, the detoxification, resolving chronic symptoms, looking at your environment. And alongside this, we support you in the community. And if you choose, additional coaching on top in a very intimate container with direct access to me. So, in here, as you can see, it's a step by step process. Month one, for example, we're looking at mindset and nervous system. We're making sure that we're building on the right foundations. There is no point running off trying to do deep detoxes. If your nervous system doesn't feel safe, it's just going to push you further into dysregulation. Okay. The foundations. Are you eating the right diet right now for healing? Because there are diets that are great for managing symptoms. There are diets that are great for nourishment. There are diets that are great for detox. The food needs to change depending on your goals. So here we're teaching, right, let's start looking at the basics. What food are we eating? This is in line with healing. Is your water clean? What sort of products are you using? Are they low tox? What stresses are you being exposed to? What's your sleep quality like? This is where all that foundational work begins. Then we look at the gut and supporting drainage, because there is no point doing deep detox if we haven't first optimized the body's own detox ability, which is what drainage helps us achieve. Then we work at the bottom of the drainage funnel with the colon. Then we go on to kidneys, the liver. Then we start, once the drainage pathway is open with colon, kidneys, and liver, we can now start to kill things off because they'll have a nice exit out of the body. So that's where we start doing parasite cleansing. We first start getting parasites in the guts. And then once the body's ready, we start doing systemic parasite cleansing, which is we can get those in the brain, in the eyes, like all the hard to reach places for a really great cleanup. Then it's heavy metals. And then we renourish, okay? Because if you detox, you risk pushing yourself into depletion. And lots of people with chronic symptoms will already have deficiencies. So we must be mindful, okay? There are things weaved throughout, such as the gut healing. That is going to ensure that you can actually improve your ability to digest and absorb. So suddenly you're now getting more of the nutrients and minerals from the food you're consuming. That is actually going to help you resolve some of those deficiencies. But at the end, we're also going to focus a period of time on deeply nourishing your body, okay, to ensure that you're not depleted and you don't go longer term with these chronic deficiencies. And then finally, we look at integration, okay, into your life, because this isn't a one and done. Of course, you're going to go through this process and feel absolutely fantastic. And hopefully by the end, your chronic symptoms will either have significantly improved or be resolved. But it's about now bringing some of these tools and exercises and protocols that you've learned and bring them into your everyday life where suitable. And so we don't just teach you how to feel good right now and then you go back to your old life and symptoms start to creep back in. This is such a learning process that you can use for the rest of your life, okay, to manage your health. So alongside this, as I mentioned, there is community support for everyone that joins the program. But for those that want more hand holding or closer contact to me, you can also opt for the group intimate coaching option. That's in a group WhatsApp, and you can then get answers in real time from me. So that is how it works. Just going to stop sharing, but this is how it looks. There's all the different modules, and you just work through it step by step. Let me just show you inside one very quickly before we finish. I literally tell you exactly what to order each month, and you're always working a month ahead. Order those items so that when you've gone through here, those items are ready for the month you're about to go into. Here's the diet you're going to follow, and I talk through why that's important. We have our mindset expert walking you through how to get into the right mindset. Let's look at your core values. Why are you doing this? Who do you want to be? Why is this important? Looking at your nervous system, what zone are you in right now? Do you need more down regulation or up regulation? Let's have a look here. And then there's a 30-day nervous system reset from our expert. You can do some lovely, beautiful yoga sessions if you feel called to, and then check in. How do you feel at the end of this month? Check in with me. Let me have a look at that. So that's how these are laid out. And then let's look at the actual detox one. So for example, the colon and mucoid plaque. Why do you need to colon cleanse? Why is that important? This is the protocol. Here's how you do it step by step. Here is the different components of the protocol. And now at the same time, let's implement some emotional freedom technique to start releasing these trapped emotions as well. There's always an emotional component when we're healing. So as I say, this is very holistic, very holistic. Okay, this is not just detox. This is not just gut healing. It's not just emotional work. It's not just nervous system. We are bringing in all of these root cause modalities so that we can treat the body as a whole, and that is why we get such amazing results. So if that resonated and you want to explore this further, there will be a link somewhere around this video below, probably. Click that, have a read through, check out the incredible testimonials. I've been helping people with their health for 13 years now. So there's not many conditions or symptoms I have not seen. And the beauty of this, because we are working at a terrain level, this can literally help any type of chronic symptoms. So check it out. If you want to reach me and ask me a question beforehand, please feel free to do so inside the Facebook group, the community, or my Instagram page, or pop me an email. Speak to you soon.